I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast Wet. The press conference here, the final one for Joyce's fight with Zhang this Saturday live on BT Sport. How are you, Joe?
I'm good. I'm ready to crack these out now. You've managed to hold me at ransom to this interview here, but yeah, all good, splendid.
Do you want to clarify holding you to ransom, just so people don't get the wrong idea?
Oh yeah, no, I mean for the interview, not in a violent or horrible way.
You've got to clarify everything nowadays.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I
You know, it could make some clickbait headlines. You know, we don't want that, obviously.
No, we don't.
2 days out, you always you seem the same. Every time I see you during a fight week, you seem very relaxed and, yeah, you don't even look like you want it to end. You just feel like this is you, and, yeah, you always seem in that kind of mood.
Yeah, I'm my authentic self, as you can see. And, I don't know, I do the more fun stuff in the ring, and here I'm, just to tell you how my day's going and everything else.
Do you find these things boring?
No, it's all right. I get used to them. I struggle for things to say sometimes, but as you live and you learn, then you learn how to talk a bit. Well, I learn how to talk a little bit better doing these interviews and stuff.
Do you find that over the years? Because there was always a thing of a stigma attached to you that you didn't really say a lot. But I think as the years have passed, I think you have spoken more and you have shown more of your personality in interviews, etc. Is that a fair comment?
That is a fair comment, because I say my speaking is not my strong point. I'm normally quite quiet and reserved, so it's a bit out of character for me to go out there and be some talk of the town. What is it called? A freaking conversationalist. I don't know.
And if things go the other way, you just start talking about fire and stuff like that. Yeah.
Unless I know what I'm talking about, then I've got a lot to say. But I mean, unless it's if I don't know what to say, then I can't really give you much. You know what I mean?
I think Zhang just walked past there somewhere.
I'll be back.
Joe, how tough of a fight is this in your head for this week? Because on paper it seems like quite a stern test for you, but for you, how tough of a fight is this going to be?
It is a stern test and it is a risky fight, man. I'm just thinking about it. Yesterday, I was like, damn, he's coming for me, and he's got a lot to gain from beating me. So I have to be switched on and focused and come in 100% and do the business.
To be fair to Zhang, he's kind of taken on the British humour this week with some of his quotes. I don't know if Dev Sani's been kind of poking him in the right direction for, chat shit, get zanged, etc. I'm sure he didn't come up with that himself.
No comment.
But he has taken to the week, hasn't he? And he's got involved.
Yeah, and he had a Chinese sit down with Big John. And he said Bosch, and yeah, he's
got involved basically.
He's got involved. He's having a piece.
Joe, I do want to ask you about some rumours that are circulating, which actually stem from Simon Jordan. I think he said that he'd heard rumours of a mega 3-fight Saudi deal that includes Tyson Fury against Fury-Usyk, Joshua versus Wilder in December. Then the winners meet. Usyk versus Daniel Dubois and Fury versus Andy Ruiz are supposedly taking place before that. Did you see some of these rumours circulating over the last sort of 24 hours?
I think I did see that somewhere. I didn't actually click on it and read into it, but that sounds a bit like fantasy football to me. I don't know, and where's my name in all the mix of that?
It's a good question. I think it's a good question. I think Umar spoke to George Warren today, and George Warren said there's been no kind of formal offer, I understand, from Saudi Arabia, but it's an interesting format. But yes, if I was you, I'd definitely be questioning, why aren't I in the mix of that?
Yeah, man, I'll have to have some work. Nah. I think Simon Jordan, he's got a lot to say. I think he's good behind. He has my back. I think, yeah, but. That's interesting that if if that's kind of going on behind the scenes and there's some truth to them rumours, like, I mean, obviously one of the fights has already been announced that's going to happen, one of them, I think.
I don't think from any of those kind of potential matchups, nothing's been formally announced yet. So
Yeah, not announced, but I mean...
in the works.
In the works. Yeah. Like the Usyk one. I've heard of that.
That's the closest one,
Yeah.
potentially, but hasn't been formally announced. But yeah, I'll be asking the same question as you though. Why isn't the Juggernaut involved in these rumours even?
Yeah.
All right, Joe, listen, the press conference is just about to start. I do appreciate you giving IFL TV some of your time. Again, have you got any last words before we finish this interview?
Nah, not really, but welcome, Kugan, for getting in there first and persuading me for this interview. And we're going to wind it up because the press conference is starting.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's your opponent there, Zhang.
Right. Bosh.
Cheers, Joe.
I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,